This Rugged Ridge XHD front bumper kit with stubby ends fitting your 2007 and up JKs for those of you looking for a new bumper on the front of your Jeep but not interested in an off-the-shelf bumper. A modular bumper such as this will allow you to really customize the bumper so that you have the exact look, feel, and function that you're after, and you can also change up this bumper as your build grows. So if all of a sudden those stubby bumper ends aren't what you need, you can go ahead and get the mid, the full, you can take the overrider hoop off. You can do a lot of customization with this type of bumper that an off-the-shelf bumper does not allow for. However, for that additional functionality, for that customization, this is going to be more expensive than an off-the-shelf bumper that has similar functionality. So if you're not going to take advantage of the customization feature, maybe go look at one of those less expensive off-the-shelf bumpers. However, if you want to be able to fully customize a bumper, you want something that can grow with your build, then this is going to be the way to go. Just know you have to spend a little bit more for it. So as this is a modular bumper, it's a bunch of different pieces that work really, really well together. In the center here, you have Rugged Ridge's XHD bumper base. This is going to be the base with the winch mount built right into it, so you don't have to purchase any additional hardware, no additional winch plates to get your winch mounted up. Just go ahead and bolt it on and you're good to go. This bumper base also accepts your factory fog lights, which is a feature that I always look for in an aftermarket bumper. You already have those lights, everything's wired and switched for it. Why not pick a bumper that allows you to use them? And this bumper does allow for that. Now, this bumper base is going to come out of the box with just some block off plates on the end. As it says in the title, this bumper does come with those stubby ends, and that's what you're seeing over here. It's very simple to bolt those onto the bumper base. You're also going to bolt on your overrider bar, and finally your D-rings and D-ring mounts to make this your whole entire bumper kit. And as I've said before, you can go ahead and customize this, change it up as your build grows. That's one of the big benefits to a bumper like this. This is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrench installation that shouldn't take you more than an hour to complete, maybe a little bit more than that, because you are bolting these pieces together before installing the whole bumper on the Jeep, which is a step that you obviously won't have to take with an off-the-shelf bumper. That's something that is specific to these modular type bumpers. Now, the first step in the installation is, of course, removing your factory front bumper, which you'll do by unclipping and removing the fog lights from the fog light housings, remove your splash guard if you're still running one, and your frame cover, finally unbolting the 8 nuts that hold the bumper in place, and then removing it from the Jeep. Once it is out of the way, you can go ahead and assemble your new bumper, taking the bumper base, removing the block off plates, bolting up your stubby bumper ends, bolting up your overrider hoop. You can assemble your D-rings if you choose to, but these are actually going to be the last piece that goes on because you bolt directly through the D-rings, through your bumper base, into the frame horns, giving you that really strong connection for your recovery points. So you'll hoist the bumper onto the frame rails, go ahead and line up the D-rings, put the bolts through, and finally torque everything down. Now, I also like to bolt my winch, if you're going to be running one, onto the bumper while everything's on the table or on the ground. I think it makes it a lot easier to get to the winch mounting bolts. However, it's really up to you. In fact, you could bolt this bumper base up to the Jeep and then add all the accessories afterward if you like to. I just choose to do it on the table. I think it's easier to get to the hardware. This bumper comes in at a little over $700, which for a stubby bumper is a little bit pricey, but like I said before, what you're paying for is the ability to customize this bumper and the ability to change it as your build grows. You could buy a less expensive bumper and have to sell it, throw it in the trash, put it on Craigslist, whatever, in order to change your bumper as your build changes and grows, or you can get a bumper like this and you just take the pieces off that you no longer need or want and put on new pieces. So I do think that this is worth the additional money that you have to pay for it if you're going to take advantage of the ability to customize this. If you're not going to, you can probably find something off the shelf that's a little less expensive. So if you want a truly customizable modular bumper, I definitely recommend taking a look at this Rugged Ridge XHD front bumper kit with the stubby bumper ends fitting your 07 and up JK that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.